What's up everybody, Garrett back here, and I'm doing this awesome video today because I really want to showcase something new that I grabbed in my collection. Guys, it's been a killer year for the collectibles and some unique items that I'm finding on Instagram from all these little small businesses. And man, if you didn't check out my Freddy's Dream Phone video, which is the item I grabbed a couple weeks ago, and guys, I have something extra special today. So you know me, I am all about nostalgia. I'm all about memories growing up. 80s, 90s, and growing up as a kid, there was a lot of things that I was into. Toys, movies, music. And when I saw this item, I knew I had to have it. So growing up a child of the 80s, we talk about horror movies being a big thing and gateway movies that really got me into horror. And one of those was Critters. Now, Critters was a big thing because not only was it a VHS cover that was just embedded in my brain since I was a little kid, but it was also showcased in Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 1990 movie where Raphael says, "Where do they come up with this stuff?" And he's coming out of Critters. And man, after I saw that VHS cover as a young kid, then I saw it showcased on Ninja Turtles. I was like, I've got to see this movie. So I technically didn't see this until after I saw Ninja Turtles on 1990. So Critters was such a cool thing for me. But one of the biggest things in the 80s as a kid was trying to get my hands on this next thing I'm going to showcase. And that is My Pet Monster. So if you grew up in the 80s, you know all about this thing. This thing was what every kid wanted, but sadly, I never had this as a kid. My parents wouldn't get me this. I don't know why. I don't know if it has to do with the handcuffs. So after these were discontinued, these were pretty sought after. Once I was a little bit older and was able to get on eBay and stuff like that, like, man, these things were going for big money when you wanted one that was in great condition. Well, a couple of years ago, I'm thinking maybe 5 years ago, I was able to get one for my collection. And man, look at this thing, how cool this is. Great condition. It's got the cuffs that work. A lot of the times the handcuffs are missing or broken, but man, this guy is good. So what I want to talk about in this video is you take something like My Pet Monster, which is such a big thing for me growing up. I finally have him now. Take something else like Critters, which is another big 80s staple. And what happens when you smash these two things together? And what do you get? You get this guy. Take a look at My Pet Critter. Look at this thing. Boom. Look at the detail on this. It is a critter, but it's in the colors of My Pet Monster. Look at the hair. You've got the red, the purple, the blue. It matches so perfect with My Pet Monster. And look at the feel of this thing. It just screams 80s. It even comes with the broken orange handcuffs. Like, how crazy and how cool is this thing, guys? This was created by a guy, Mike Skaggs, on Instagram. He owns a company where he creates, builds, and sells items. And he did a drop on these critter dolls, these custom critter dolls. And man, I knew I had to get this thing. I was on the fence about grabbing these things because they weren't cheap. But at the same time, when I saw how limited they were, and I saw this variant, he did three. I think he did a gray, a black, and this was kind of the wild variant here, was this mashup between Critters and My Pet Monster. And man, I knew I needed this thing in my collection. I mean, look at how unique this thing, and it just really blends horror elements and that fun, wild 80s nostalgia. And look at the colors, like it just really pops. And I cannot tell you how happy I am with this item. So if for whatever reason Mike is watching this thing, man, you killed this. And I don't know if these are coming back or not. He may, I think, mention he was going to try to do another drop, at least of the black and gray ones. Maybe this one too at some point, but keep your eye on him on Instagram because, man, I'm telling you, this is one of my favorite things I own. Like that critter that I showed that's been in my collection for a long time, this just squashes that. Like, this is my critter right now, and I couldn't be happier. So let's take a look at this thing one more time. I mean, again, the detail on the teeth, the eyes, look at how this color pops. I mean, this hair is super soft, and you got the cuffs, they pop, the feet super detailed, the hands super detailed. He's got some horns up here. I mean, this thing is so rad. I don't even know what to say. I knew I had to do a video on this because it's just such a rad item, and it's one of my favorite items in my whole collection. And it's going to have a prominent space on the floor behind me in my videos next to My Pet Monster. So I want to do a quick video showcasing this thing, and I'll show you one last time. Let me know what you think of this thing. Do you think this thing is pretty cool, is pretty rad? Because man, the collaboration between My Pet Monster and the Critter, I just think works so well. So definitely check him out in case these things drop again. So I want to make sure to get on here and showcase this thing to you guys because it is so rad. And if you like this kind of stuff, guys, make sure to subscribe. If you're digging what's going on in this channel, make sure to share these links because again, that's the easiest way for more eyeballs to see it if people like you are saying, hey, check this out. And definitely leave down below in the comments what you think of this thing. So until next time, this is Garrett at Born to Be Rad, and like always, stay rad.